Well, springtime is busy time here. Got another John Deere here, an LA 110 automatic, so it should be a pretty decent tractor. They think it needs a wiring harness. But first we'll look at the deck here. So we do got a little bit of rust on this pulley. It's a little bit noisy, but really that should probably be replaced for a long-term repair. Now on this deck, they said that they really use this tractor just for picking up grass, for picking up leaves, that they really didn't mow too much with it. And I really believe that. But if we look here, we can see some cracks in the paint already. Like those are stress cracks, and probably that metal is starting to flex a little bit that caused the paint to crack. And then we see the same thing right here where we're starting to get some cracks in the paint. Now, like I said, there's some rust there. There's some rust on that spring mount for the tensioner. And that's a little bit peculiar that they would rust like that. But overall, I think this deck's in really good shape. So the underneath, at least when they decided to stop using it, they cleaned all the grass off of it. This is how I got it, just surface rust. So this deck is actually really nice. The brake's not working on that blade. The brake is working on this one. That's turning smooth, but the brake is on. So this deck is really in nice shape. Even the wheels are hardly wore on it. The tractor looks beautiful, especially on this side. Now we do got a little bit of telltale rust right there. The seat is in really good shape. I think they kept this thing inside all the time. This is the sweeper that they used. I guess, I don't know, they got a landscaper now. I do get a lot of that. You know, I get a lot of people that just decide they're not doing their lawn work anymore and they get a landscaper. And then here we got all the hardware to mount the deck. So over here, I looked and I see that's why they say it needs a wiring harness. And then that rust continues. Now those rusty parts on the deck would be right there, right in line under this. So we can see that there's a nest in there. We're not going to hear this run right away. That's going to be a little bit later. It does turn by hand. I don't want to wake up the mice and have them come out and running out after me. Here we can see we have a couple wires disconnected here. Maybe I can find a diagram and see what those go to. And then that connector there, that's kind of corroded. And this here, even those terminals there have some corrosion and they go to this relay here. So that must be some kind of a safety interlock. You have to make something in order for something else to work. But I really think all this rust, you know, really it's just surface rust where the paint got eaten off. That's coming from the battery. So both sides of that battery are leaking, and sometimes that can be from the voltage regulator overcharging the battery and kind of cooking it. Although this is a vented battery here, so you would think that it would maybe come out there, but it's possible that those terminals are not sealed up to the case, and when it was charging and bubbling, that, you know, that battery leaked. And anything that got that acid on it, it just ate the paint away. So I think that's really why they stopped using it. They said it sat for years. They called a national company to see what it would cost to have them come take it away. And, you know, these people had a really nice house. It wasn't a cheap house, but I don't think they were in the income range to afford that national service. So, you know, that helps guys like me. Because here it is where it's not going to get scrapped. It's not going to go in a landfill. This is going to get fixed.